Starkweather was eventually executed, but the young girl with him during the killings is still alive. And today, the 76-year-old asked for a pardon in the spree that killed her mother, stepfather, and half-sister. Reporter John Kipper was at the hearing and tells us why it was a quick decision.
A 1950s killing spree that shook the city of Lincoln at the time was revisited today as Carol Ann Fugate, now Carol Ann Clare, asked for a pardon for her role in the crimes. Ultimately, the Board of Pardons vote was anticlimactic.
I'm going to read through the names of folks whose application has been denied. Carol Ann Clare.
And just like that, Carol Ann Clare, formerly Carol Ann Fugate, was unanimously denied a pardon by the three-member Board of Pardons. Authorities said at the time that Clare helped Charles Starkweather carry out the robbery and murder of two teens in Bennett, Nebraska. Clare said to KMTV in 1958 that she was a hostage, not an accomplice to Starkweather.
The Lord knows that I'm innocent, and I know it. The people who are involved in it knows it.
Clare wasn't at the hearing, but in a letter to the board, she said the idea that my posterity has been made to believe that I knew about and or witnessed the death of my beloved family and went with Starkweather willingly on a murder spree is too much for me to bear anymore. Attorney General Doug Peterson says her request was outside the scope of the board.
We can't come in and alleviate the burden that she feels for this case.
Clare's attorney, John Stevens Barry, was frustrated that testimony was not allowed.
Why didn't they just tell me? Don't bother to come.
Some victims' families could not have been happier, including David Ellis, whose relative was one of the teens killed in Bennett.
Keeps her memory alive. She was only 16 years old. She deserved to have a full life. She never got.
But others like Liza Ward were hoping for the opposite. Her grandparents were killed in Lincoln by Starkweather, and she came from Massachusetts to see Clare pardoned.
And she has cried in my arms, and I have cried in her arms, and she feels damn pain. You can bet it. This woman has been in pain all her life.
Clare's attorney says they're not going to try again for a pardon, so Clare will likely go to the grave without one, with nobody really knowing her role in the crimes.
Only she knows at this point, because anyone else with first-hand knowledge is dead.
In Lincoln, John Kipper, 3 News Now.
At the time, Carol Ann Fugate was the youngest person in U.S. history to be tried for first-degree murder.